Here we are. We're looking at some new spoilers.
We messed up last week. There was some editing issues, so we didn't do last week's spoilers. We'll probably cover it at the end, just a couple cards.
Yeah, and we'll also do the spoilers from earlier this week on Monday.
Yep.
But first, we're going to start with tonight's spoilers. Dun 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 dun. So first up, we got a Resonator. Ea, God of Water. It's a 4-cost 1,000 myth with barrier against Resonators, and he gains 500, and this card cannot be blocked as long as you control 7 or more water magic stones.
Interesting.
And he has resonance for water magic stones where you draw a card. Ooh.
I bet you'll see resonators that have consider this a water magic stone.
That could be. That I actually really like that. That's not too shabby. Because assuming you get to late game, he's an instant 15/15 and your opponent can't block him and they can't hook him or anything like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll let you read them all because I can't see that far.
So now we have Gilgamesh, Immortal Hunter. He's a 4-cost 7,000 myth. As long as you control 3 or more treasury items, he cannot be destroyed. And he gains plus 100 attack for every treasury item you control. And he has resonance for wind stones, where where you produce one of any color you want.
That's pretty good. It's a call stone, it's a wind stone, and he produces a color off of that. Not bad.
That's pretty awesome. That's obviously going to be a staple in that Kaguya deck.
That's 4 cost, but yeah.
Well, he's 4 cost, but he'll have a lot of attack, assuming you're running the deck correctly. Yeah. And if you have 3 or more treasury items, he can't be destroyed, so he's like a permanent. We have Spinning Myths. A lot of myth. 3-cost chant. Put a myth resonator from your hand into your field. Oh.
There you go.
Does that answer your question?
One less, but yeah, it's not bad.
Except he has Torrent. Put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into your field.
Is Izanagi a myth?
What?
Izanagi is a myth, right? And then wasn't there myths that came out in Bingo 3? Everybody's like, oh man, there's got to be an easier way to get these myths out.
Yeah, and there were some myths from Legacy Lost, yeah.
I mean, it's not instant, but it's still pretty neat.
And with Torrent, so basically you pay 1 less to put those 4 costs out, and you get a stone so it's almost like you're paying 2 to put it out, technically.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the Torrent part.
I read it out loud. Put top card of your Magic Stone deck into your field.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah. Millennia Bond, 2-cost chant quick cast. Choose one. If you control a water and wind J resonator, you may choose both. Cancel target chant spell. Draw a card. Or put a treasury item with total cost 3 or less from your hand into your field.
Yeah,
we got another cancel.
And it goes well with that Kaguya deck. It should just be canceling stuff and putting stuff out.
Yeah, and it's green-blue, so it still has the green base. So if you run a 3-color deck with green, yellow, blue, you can run 8 cancels that are just straight cancels.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you have
green, blue, nice.
That's pretty awesome.
That is. Not just that, but like, there's, say, decks that you want to run a cancel in, like, say, green, white, but you don't want to have to run that white, but you already have the green.
Yeah.
Because there's decks that have a green, blue, like a, what's it called? Dark Alice.
That's true. Yeah. Next we have Manservant to the Water God. It's a 2-cost 6/6 spirit, and you treat this card as a water magic stone.
There it goes.
There you go. Kaguya's Pictorial Scroll, 3-cost edition treasury item. When this card enters your field, remove the top 3 cards of your deck from the game face down. You may look at them at any time. You may play cards from your removed area that were removed by this card.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's a 3-cost, so you can, if you have 2 resonators, to go in with that previous spell for free.
Yeah, it's when it enters the field.
Yeah.
So it's a 1/10, but that's not bad.
4 cost. Oh wait. Oh, okay. So that was it. That wasn't that many. I feel like.
I think we're just excited about some of these.
But yeah, I think those are good. It's a lot of these were all Kaguya themes.
Yeah.
Kaguya is going to be pretty good.
I think so. Told you, I'm excited about her. Best ruler we've seen so far. We're still waiting on that last black-white ruler, but...
So we have Blackheart Alice, who is a 4-cost 8,000 Wanderer / Fairy Tale. She has precision and flying, and when she enters your field, you may search your deck for Schrodinger, the Cat in Flux, and put it into your field, then shuffle your deck. You can pay 3 and banish a non-token Resonator to destroy target non-Magic Stone, non-J-Ruler card. It's alright.
Not bad. 4 costs, so it cheats in with that standby I was talking about.
Yeah. We have Schrodinger's Observation 2X. You can choose one. This card deals 400 damage multiplied by X to target Resonator, you gain that much life, or it deals 300 damage multiplied by X to target player, and you gain that much life. So, I think that's pretty good, because for 3 costs, you're doing 400 damage and getting 400 life for 300. But more importantly, because of how easily it stacks, so 3 costs not very good, 4 costs it's decent, and if you get late game, that it just the stacking of it is really good. It's similar to the Ancient Magic card, Steam Explosion,
Yeah.
except a better stacking rate.
I would have liked it to be instant because I could cast it before recovering. I just don't want to waste my stones casting it during my turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now we have Schrodinger the Cat in Flux. It's a 2-cost 1/6 Shadow Resonator, and whenever a Resonator is put into the graveyard from your opponent's field, you remove it from game and put a 500/500 Darkness Shadow Resonator token into your field. And when the card goes into the graveyard, you remove those tokens.
I can't wait to see what these tokens look like.
Yeah, and it could be good for, like, especially, like, I mean, it sucks because if he dies, they all die, but could be good for a power play if you find a way to give them all swiftness, like a bunch of Resonators on their field, populate your field, and then swing in for the kill or something like that. I don't know.
I think either way it's going to be pretty cool.
We have the Dark March Hare. It's a 3-cost 8/8 Fairy Tale, and you treat this card as a Light Magic Stone and Darkness Magic Stone. And he has Resonance for Light stones where you Resonators you control gain 100/100 to end of turn, and he has Resonance for Dark Stones where Resonators your opponent controls gain minus 100/100 to end of turn. So that could be good for just stack multiple of those, so when he's on the field, you put another one of them on the field, so you get both Resonance abilities, different things like that. On top of calling your stones, so you could, if your opponent has a lot of 200s or, you know, like wizard Resonators on their field, you call a stone, and then you play one of those, and you can wipe their field of different things, so stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Dark Sleeping Dormouse is a 2-cost 1/8 Fairy Tale. He has Resonance for Light or Dark Stones, where he gains +7 -7 until end of turn.
When I first read this, I thought it was going to be cool. I thought it was +7/+7. I was like, oh, man, it'd be awesome. Just swing, and if they block, he lives off. Odds are, you know, but I reread it the other day. I was like, oh, -7. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, at some point out there's a card I think that gets rid of that -7 effect, so at least you get the buff without losing health. But
Yeah,
with
like Red Riding Hood. The ruler one. What was it called? You know what I'm talking about.
no.
The one that, like, if your stats would decrease on the Resonator, it doesn't do that.
Oh, could be, yeah. But I don't know. There's probably something I'm not thinking of that makes him super strong though. We have
This
Alice's World of Madness. It's a 2-cost edition, and Resonators gain -2/-2.
That one's good. That's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, so that automatically gets rid of wizards that your opponent's playing because all of them have 200 health.
Featuring tokens.
Yeah, tokens and various other cards that might be good. So it's just a passive Dark Alice God's Art, except it applies to your Resonators as well, but you could try to make that work in your benefit. But you play that, you run a Separation in Body and Soul, different things like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought about that when you said it. Imagine that in a Dark Alice deck after you God's Art it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But it's both players' field for the -2 thing.
Yeah, so that was this week's thing. Last week, some of the notable things, it was Go Lapis. Had some cool stuff. That's a lot of words.
It is. We're not going to get into the words on that one. The stone was cool. Let me look at that one.
Oh, yeah. So it's treated as a fire and darkness stone. And when this card enters your field, you remove the top card of your opponent's deck from game. I was excited about that because it's one of the first cards that introduces milling against your opponent.
Not just that, but I wouldn't mind running that and a black red deck that didn't have Gil, because it doesn't say you have to have Gil to have the effect go off.
Correct.
So it can come into play tapped, since I don't pay a 300 life, and it still mills.
Still has the
deck,
effect, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely run 4 of those. I'm hoping that they have some other stuff come out at some point, and so I can run a mill deck. That would be awesome. We had a 12 Apostle Resonator come out. Yeah, it's 4 costs, but they had Black Hole of the Spirit World. Whenever a Resonator is put into your graveyard from your field, into a graveyard from your field, your opponent banishes a Resonator. That's pretty good. The 4 cost is a little bit high, but oh, another one. So this is a 2 cost Resonator, Cryptid of Tenacious Fire. When this card deals damage to your opponent, remove the top card of your opponent's deck from the game. Once again, that mill awesomeness. I'm definitely going to look into that. They had a 3 cost quick cast that removes target Resonator from the game, just straight up. Like Zero's Magic Light, except a tad bit better, but it costs 1 more.
Did we do that? No, that is last week, because I was making the Dragonite joke, and I was like, put Dragonite right here, Colin.
Well, Milliam's coming back, and it's pretty badass. A lot of force rolling. I'm going to make a pure force roll deck.
I made a comment how they said that it's kind of like Aztec, Mayan influenced Dragonoid stuff, and that they're going to keep going at it, and it's pretty cool.
So yeah, pretty excited. Oh no!
Hope you guys liked it. You have anything else to say about it?
Nah, just
You're always eager to push the stop button. Calm down. You always